Kenya is quickly rising as one of Africa's leading tech giants, but what's really driving this transformation? Is Kenya the next Silicon Valley of Africa? Kenya is taking over in tech in Africa for 5 reasons, and together they are going to make the country a rising tech powerhouse. If you've ever wondered where tech in Africa is headed, or if you're thinking about working, investing, or visiting Kenya, this video is for you. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing amazing. As for me, I'm doing great. In case you don't know me, my name is Harriet Anabo. I'm a content creator from Kampala, Uganda. And guys, guess what? Today we have another sit down. I'm so excited. I remember in my last videos, I was asking people why Kenya is called the Silicon Savannah, or why is it called the Silicon Valley of Africa. And in this video, let me tell you, I did like a lot of research, and I'm going to be telling you why it's called the Silicon Savannah. Okay, so again, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Okay, so we are going to be knowing why Kenya is taking over in tech in Africa. It is actually one of Africa's leading tech giants as I talk right now. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons why it is one of the giants in Africa and it is taking over. And the first point goes M-PESA. Guys, M-PESA is the mobile money revolution. Kenya became the first country in the world where mobile money became the mainstream. Over 80% of adults use M-PESA, allowing people to pay bills, buy goods, and send money without needing a bank. Guys, let me tell you, I think Kenya is that one place that I saw where M-PESA is just like a king. There's a video that I did and I was telling people M-PESA is second like a king in Kenya, because literally you can buy goods using M-PESA. Most of the time, actually, they use their phones. It's always cashless. Most of the time, it's cashless. People are using M-PESA or mobile money to buy goods and services, which, I feel like Kenya is really taking over, guys. I'm even not lie, but in tech, Kenya is really taking over. And I also saw it in their markets, even in the local markets. You can literally use your phone to purchase your goods and everything that you need. I used to go to the markets and we just use the phone. You go to buy, let's say, groceries, you still use your phone to transact. Use M-PESA to transact. So I feel like Kenya is really taking over, guys. I'm not even capping on this one, but I feel like Kenya is one of the countries that is taking over in tech in Africa, guys. Okay, this innovation made Kenya a global fintech leader, inspiring countries worldwide. I remember even when I first came back, I think from Kenya, the first time I went to Kenya, then I came back to Uganda, I was telling Ugandans, I just wish we have this. We have mobile money, yes, but mobile money doesn't operate everywhere here in Uganda. You can literally buy goods and services, yes, with mobile money, but going to the local market, local market, and then you use mobile money, I was shocked. Like, I feel like they should also bring that here in Uganda. It's working, but I feel like we should, it should be like the M-PESA in Kenya. So I feel like Kenya is really taking over in tech in Africa. Nairobi, most of the time, it's called the Silicon Savannah. Others call it the next Silicon Valley of Africa, just like the US. They have the Silicon Savannah in the United States, okay? But I feel like also Kenya is coming up with this thing. I remember the time even when I went to Kenya and then I came back, I was telling people, like, I felt like I was not even in Africa. I felt like I was in a different country. Guys, I'm not even lying, but I've always talked about this. Like, when you go in Kenya, it will give you this impression of America. It has that feeling of you're in America. There's even a street there in Kenya which is just like the New York. In the night it shines just like the New York. So it gives you that vibe, that international vibe when you're in Kenya. I now know, guys, after doing a lot of research, I now know why Kenya is called the Silicon Savannah. Kenya is called the Silicon Savannah because it has become a major hub of technology, innovation, and startups in Africa, much like Silicon Valley in the United States, but with a unique African identity and purpose. Okay, just like I explained to you guys, it's a home of Africa's most exciting tech startups. By that I mean iHub, they have NiLab, they have Nairobi Garage, which are breeding grounds for African innovators, building apps, services, and platforms that solve local problems using global level tech. The city hosts numerous tech incubators, innovation centers, and successful companies like Safaricom's M-PESA mobile money platforms, which revolutionized mobile banking across Africa. It's also government supports a talented pool of young entrepreneurs, and the investments in tech infrastructure have all contributed to Nairobi's reputation as Africa's leading tech hub, earning its nickname as the Silicon Savannah. So I think by now you know why they call Kenya the Silicon Savannah, because of what is coming up, because of the tech. And I'm going to give you all these in this video. I'm going to be explaining each and everything in this video. We are going to be talking about the massive government and private innovations, the young, talented, and innovative population. We are going to talk about the Konza Technopolis. I'm going to be talking about all that in this video, guys. And I think by now you know why Kenya is called a Silicon Savannah, guys, because I mean, it is one of the major hubs for technology innovation and startups in Africa. I've been to Tattoo City, which is somehow similar to Konza, but then my host, or the person who was taking me around, told me actually when you see Konza City, it is way extreme. Okay, so Konza City is also another reason why Kenya is taking over in tech in Africa, because I don't think in Africa there is a place like Konza City. If you've been to Konza City, drop a comment and let me know. And I think this time around when I go to Kenya, I think I'll visit Konza City, because oh my goodness, I just saw it online and I was like, wow, this is really Kenya's future city, guys. Literally everything is gonna be in this city. It is a city of its own. Okay, so if in case you don't know, Konza Technopolis is just like a smart city being built outside Nairobi, guys. Konza City is also known as Africa's Silicon Valley. It is one of the boldest tech and smart city projects in Africa, and Kenya is leading the way with it. Konza City is a planned smart city located about 60 kilometers southeast of Nairobi, designed to be a high-tech hub and economic driver for Kenya and the entire continent. Guys, isn't that amazing? I just can't wait for this city to get done. Like, oh my goodness, it is going to be Kenya's future city. That is why Kenya is actually taking over in the whole of East Africa. When it comes to technology, Kenya is really taking over. Konza City is part of Kenya's Vision 2030, the country's long-term development blueprint to transform Kenya into a middle-income nation through innovation, technology, and infrastructure. So I feel like Konza City actually is giving a lot of youth what to do. I mean, employment and all that. There's a lot to know about Konza City. So what makes Konza City special? The city is a smart city built from scratch. Konza City is being built from the ground up with integrated infrastructure, smart homes, green energy, high-speed internet, and efficient transportation. The city plans to use AI and also big data to manage everything from the traffic to waste. Guys, I just can't wait for this city to get done, because I think I think by 2030, that's the vision of Kenya. I think by 2030 this city should be somewhere. I think now you know why it is special, starting from the scratch of it. Like, I mean, it is just integrated with infrastructure, smart homes. It's going to have all that. The green energy. I think when I went to Tattoo City, I saw something that is similar to Konza City, and people were telling me, Harriet, don't leave Kenya minus going to Konza City. But I think this time around when I go to Kenya, actually I was told for me to visit Konza City, I need to give my email, and then they look through the email and then they'll give me feedback. What also makes Konza City special is the tech and innovation hub. The goal is to attract tech companies, universities, data centers, research labs, and entrepreneurs. It will host Kenya's National Data Center, which has already gone live, and support industries like ICT, life sciences, business process, outsourcing, clean energy, education, and health center. It is going to have all that. It is going to be a city of its own. It's going to have its own hospitals. It's going to have its own schools. Everything is going to be in this city. Like, when you're inside here, you don't need to go anywhere. You just need to stay inside, because literally everything is inside the city, guys. And it's going to be a smart city. feels like everything is going to be under AI. They're going to use like a lot of AI. They're going to use a lot of, oh my goodness, high-speed internet is going to be involved, efficient transport, everything is going to be under that smart city, which is called Konza City. There's also job creation and youth empowerment, guys. Let me tell you, I think this is going to be really amazing because they're really giving Kenyans or the youth, because I realize like nowadays the youth actually so much of the youth are unemployed. So I feel like this city is actually giving the youth employment opportunities. It is creating youth empowerment and all that. It's projected to create over 100,000 jobs in tech and related fields. Young Kenyans are expected to benefit the most with digital skills, training, tech jobs, and entrepreneurial opportunities. So it's going to give the young youth all the opportunities to be employed. Those ones that are studying maybe tech, they're going to have jobs in this. So I feel like it is also creating employment opportunities to the youth, which is amazing, guys. It is really incredible because nowadays actually the youth, they are learned but they don't have what to do. So I feel like this smart city is going to give them a big opportunity, okay, empowering them and all that. There is also global interest. International companies and governments are watching Konza closely, guys. Countries like South Korea and organizations like UNDP have supported its growth. It aims to compete with other global tech hubs in Asia, Europe, and the US, guys. Guys, let me tell you, Konza really matters. Kenya isn't just trying to catch up with the world, it's trying to lead in how cities of the future can work in Africa. Konza is a symbol of digital transformation, homegrown innovation, sustainable development, guys. So guys, I think by now you know what Konza City means, or why Kenyans call Konza City Kenya's future city, guys, because it's actually competing with a lot of countries. Talk of Asia, talk of Europe, talk of USA. I mean, it's trying to be the Silicon Valley, just like the one in California, okay? Let me also talk about the massive government and private investment. The Kenyan government is investing in digital infrastructure, coding in schools, and policies that support startups. Global tech giants like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon Web Services have already set up their African HQs in Nairobi. Guys, let me even not lie, but I feel like also Kenya's government is doing a great job in pushing for digital transformation, from digitalizing services to investing in fiber optic networks and promoting coding in schools. Big tech companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon Web Services have already set up regional offices in Nairobi, and they are hiring local. Let's also go on another point, which is young, talented, and innovative population. Over 70% of Kenya's population is under 35. A huge youth base that tech survey, entrepreneur, and hungry for opportunities, guys. Because literally the people who studied tech, skills in training, things like that, but they're lacking jobs, okay? But I feel like this one is going to give them an opportunity of getting jobs. Kenyan developers and engineers are building solutions in fintech, health tech, edtech, and even agriculture tech, and they are getting noticed globally, okay? Yeah, so I feel like also the youth, the ones who are talented, innovative, they're going to also get jobs, like the way I explained to you guys, and I told you it's actually giving employment opportunities, especially to the youth. Aside from all the reasons I've given you why Kenya is taking over in tech, there are also challenges that still remain. But while Kenya is leading, it's not without challenges. Internet costs are still high for many. Tech education, accessing uneven, and brain drain remains an issue. It remains an issue, guys. Still, Kenya's consistency in innovation and infrastructure investment could make it the blueprint for Africa's tech revolution. As I end this video, guys, I want to say, so is Kenya really taking over in tech in Africa? Let me know, guys, in the comment section, and let me know what you think of this. Can Kenya truly lead into the next digital revolution? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells for more content. Let me know, guys, but I feel like I've exhausted each and everything, and I think this topic that I've done today, why Kenya is taking over in tech in Africa, really gives justice. It gives a reason why I've been talking about Kenya, why it is so developed. Kenya is that country that is really taking over in Africa in tech. Let me even not lie. But that is it, guys, for this video. If you've watched me from beginning to the end, drop a comment and let me know. And if I've left out any point, you can also drop a comment and let me know in the comment section. But I feel like, according to me and other reasons I've given you, the answer is yes. Kenya is taking over in tech in Africa. And seriously, we can't wait for Konza City to get done, because literally it's making Kenya big. It is Kenya's future city, guys. There's a lot to see in Kenya. So if you haven't explored Kenya, why not just go and explore, and you see each and every reason why I tell you every time that Kenya is really so developed. Like, it is really on another level. All right, that is it, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching me, and again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, kindly do so. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.